Hello there, I'm the Rampant Mystic and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival, and today we are on our way to this bright green moon, which I'm hoping will hold the answers we seek. It probably won't, because I need a lot of answers, but I'm hoping we find something interesting here. Now, I can actually see something over there, weirdly enough. So we're probably going to end up checking that out. Actually, let me turn on the thrusters. I didn't initially want to land like right in the middle of one of these, I'm assuming acid pools, but at the same time, of course we're in the dark side. Oh, Alien Cove. Not Cove. Cave. Cave. Alien Cave. But it looks like we are in the middle of it, so we are going to check out a couple of things here. Sadly, we are on the night side of things. Let's see, can I see these again? I can. Now, as long as we're not getting shot from these alien caves, we should be fine. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to just land somewhere, and we're going to just wait for daytime, because nighttime is very annoying. Yes, let's actually do that quickly, shall we? Sadly, I have realized that it is daytime, actually. So it's probably not going to get much brighter than this. Now, this thing says Alien Cave. I hear something. I see nothing. What happens if we dig? Oh my. I hit it because there's like some fumes coming out when you dig. I probably shouldn't be digging directly down. Well, I found a block. That's the best I got. I found a block. It looks like to be a singular. Oh, no, never mind. It is not a singular block. In fact, I have found the cave. I don't think they can come here. I think the hole is too small. When they said alien cave, wow. Alright, we're just gonna very, very quickly set up this. Oh, would you look at it? There's a hole there. So we can gather whatever materials we can get from these guys. Now, I actually kind of forgot about the drill charges. Alright, so it looks like there was probably a proper entrance here somewhere. What's with the weird noises? There's no need for the weird noises. Okay, there's nothing to the right. Oh, well, oh, there was an entrance. Well, would you look at that? Can I please have my jetpack back? Yeah, so there was an actual entrance. I just kind of missed it by a little bit. Oh well, that's fine. If I actually still have access to... No, I do not. I'm going to go and quickly get a couple of drill charges. Alright, time to go spelunking. I kind of don't, but... Kind of don't want to, but... What choice do I have? How many things are going to attack me immediately? That is a... whatever. Now, since I want to cheese things... Now it's a fine drill. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a barricade here. And then we're just going to fine drill a little bit of a hole. Just like a tiny bit. I'm all about that cheese. In fact, just a little bit of a hole so that nothing can actually come through. Ah, it looks like I can't dig this. That's interesting. Now, let's see. Okay, so it looks like those were making the noise. I can already see a container there, I believe. And I believe... Where is that thing? I know there was like an infiltrator. We're gonna make a slightly bigger hole. The problem is, again, the dust particles are just a little bit annoying. Why did I go for the cheese here? Alright, you know what? Let's just go for resource drill. Where's the thing? I know it was here. I already saw it. It's stuck somewhere on a wall. It's gonna be really annoying. If I can't go out, it can't come in. At least that's my logic. Okay, there's more than one, obviously. Don't tell me it can actually come in. Nope, nope, can't. Cheese struts. Always useful. Now we're gonna dig a slightly bigger hole here. Ah, I see why they're coming from there. Now I do want to loot these. For the love of why? Okay, this thing drops meat, which I don't care about. Is there a trigger for anything to spawn here? Okay, it looks like we're getting alien organisms, which is actually trade goods. Okay. That's not much more radioactive than anything else, even though it does look like it. Alright, so it looks like there is nothing here. Oh, it looks like there was a hole here. But this one is a lot more accessible to us. Can I please? 16 meters away, what? Ah, I saw something. No, 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 no. Okay. That is a little bit better. Nope. Okay, I need to reload something. Oh, would you look at that? I found a place with no radiation. That's fun. Right, I'm still gonna loot these, even though the food's gonna rot, but these ones are good because they'll drop stuff like alien plasma. Which is definitely something we want. Oh my god, this thing's inventory is gonna be filled in no time. And I'll probably get lost in the cave. Oh, that's an exit. I just want to see where this exit is. Okay, this is interesting. This is a different exit. There was one over here. Okay, so it looks like there are different exits. If I can actually find the one where I was at. There it is. It'd be kind of nice. Let's see, where does this lead? It leads to a very dark cave. Which leads to... I'm pretty sure this leads to exactly where I was. Yes, indeed it does. I'm going to assume that we're done with the cave. So let's actually go check out something else after I leave, of course, the trade goods back in the ship. Oh, it is extremely dark on this moon now. And we found another cave and a drone base. Now, funny thing is, this is Legacy. This is not Xerax. And is there something... The thing is, though, there's like these weird lights, which are, I believe, Pentax ID. We're going to check out the drone base, of course. If not, I believe well, I'm pretty sure I saw something. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is definitely a drone base. Oh, we're definitely not assaulting it in that case. We don't actually have the firepower to do so. There are a couple of unknown signals here and there, so we might as well check them out, as long as they're not resources, of course. Now, we did find an alien growth lab, but we have seen those before, so I'm kind of not feeling... Yeah, those are resources. Kind of not feeling like going there again. There is a cave here. I have a feeling like most of this planet is going to be caves, and these points of interest are going to be like... you know, drone bases and whatnot. If it's something easier for me to take care of, we definitely will, though. Well, it appears we found an alien facility, which doesn't have shields on it, so we are going to be checking that out for sure, whatever that means. I actually changed directions to go towards where the sun is rising from. I know it's probably not going to make a big difference, but you never know. So it looks like this moon is just taken over by the Legacy, and the Xerax just don't care. Yeah, it is firing upon us. Oh my, that is a lot of firepower. Okay, we are just leaving here. That is a lot of lasers. There's absolutely no way we're taking care of that many lasers. We are going to need a specialized vehicle for that. Which eventually we will be able to make. We currently can't, because I, first of all, can't unlock the stuff, and second of all, some of the stuff is very expensive to make. Like, you know, CPUs. For example, we are going to need things like heavy shield generators, things like, where's the CPUs? Where are the CPUs? Oh, small much. Yeah, don't look at these are very expensive. Where are the CPUs? Wait a minute. Ah, there they are. Like, these CPUs are a little bit expensive. They do require optronic bridges and whatnot, and those are not cheap to come by. So there's a bunch of stuff that we're going to need to be able to make. And we're going to need to be able to be sure that we can actually take on something without our hover vessel being destroyed. It does look like this planet is mostly made out of alien caves, though. Yeah, more alien caves. There's like large plasma drones from the Legacy, apparently. I mean, it doesn't even show up as territory for some reason. And it still kind of is bothering me that, you know, basically in the middle of Xerax territory, yeah, we were actually almost around the moon, sorry, because it is a moon. It is a little bit bothersome that, you know, the Legacy have basically taken over a planet and a small moon, and nobody cares about it at all. Like, there's something here. I guess that's the last thing we're going to go for. And then we'll see. I'm actually going to remove that. Well, it appears to be another alien facility, and we definitely are not prepared to take that on. Just checking out this green field over here if there's anything interesting, but by the looks of things, not really. So, I believe it might actually be time to just jump out of here. I honestly thought there'd be a little bit more for me to explore here. Not really for me to, you know, just go about and say, oh, nope, we can't take that on, and leave. Oh well. Sadly, well, one day, if I do actually remember this planet and where it is, you never know, we might actually come back here and check it out. Or we might meet more planets like it along the way when we do have the firepower to do so. Right, so we're actually 2 jumps away. On the previous jump, there was really nothing interesting except the combat zone, and here we actually have an exploration site, which is something that I'm definitely interested in going to check out. If we can find where it is, that's where it is. Lovely. If I can please open my inventory, that'd be kind of nice. Please, please, pretty please, thank you. Or not. Okay, apparently that's not possible now. It was possible a moment ago, but no, it is not. Now we're gonna instantly turn on our shields, we're gonna scan, and we do have unknown signals, so we're gonna start heading slowly towards them. Oh, 100 meters a second is absolutely not slow, but it looks like that's the only thing here. Is that really the only thing here? Really? I hope it's interesting. If it's not, I'm gonna be disappointed. Well, we are getting closer, and it appears to be one of those yeah, data caches. Well, 3 of those data caches, which is kind of nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna. Oh, there is more apparently in the distance. It is probably a resource stone. What's the resource? Copper. So actually, technically, don't care about the resources. Now, let's quickly do these data caches, get what we're gonna get, and leave, shall we? Right, something I would just like to mention is, I believe I've mentioned this before, but the easiest way I found to do these specific data caches is by just ramming my ship forward as far as it'll go, so that it blocks line of sight to the turrets. Now, of course, afterwards you can't really see all the lights. Like, you can see some of them, but this one, for example, you can't. This one you can, I believe. No, you can't. But some of them you can, some of them you can't. But as soon as you step on the plate, like on this plate here, to trigger the light, you can just go around. That'll actually not trigger the sensors because they're triggered up to here somewhere. And then you can just go and check out the lights. These will not be colored until you step on the plate, is something that I've noticed. So for example, now I know green, red, green. And, you know, makes my life a little bit easier. Anyway, we're almost done. I have only one more left. Alright, so our next jump is, or was, at a K-type star, and it has several exploration sites, because this was the thing we could actually jump to that was furthering our path. Now there's several of these exploration sites here, which, by the looks of things, are going to have a lot of junk on them. And well, would you look at that. Come on, where's all the stuff? Did I just... Okay, that's where we want to go. We want to check out all of that. It is 10 kilometers away. I'm kind of feeling like there's either going to be explosions there, or we are absolutely going to be ambushed. There is a reason I'm not directly targeting that. I just want to be slightly off to the side. But yes, by the looks of things, that is a lot of, like, you know, unknown signals, which we might check out today. They're going to be a little bit far away, but, you know what, I'm kind of feeling like it's worth it, you know, just so we can see what's there. It might be something special inside with some of these small vessels, you never know. Alright, well, this area is obviously a wreckage. Well, obviously a junkyard of some sort, where they're just throwing down destroyed ships. Now, the interesting thing is some of these are red. I believe these wreckage, the ones that say wreckages are capital vessels, I believe. There are actually kind of a lot of vessels here, I do have to admit. Now, of course, just dedicating a whole episode to this is going to be probably boring for a lot of people and be probably very uninteresting. So what I'm going to do is I actually don't have a lot of time, but I will check out a couple of these vessels. There might be something interesting in here, and yes, this does seem like a junkyard, as though, you know, there's been a big fight and somebody just threw whatever was left from the wreckages here. Oh, these actually have cores on them, which is a surprise. I do have to admit, I was not expecting there to be cores. Alright, so something I forgot to mention, we got a total of 9 encrypted data chips from that, from those data modules. Now, of course, this is actually the perfect place to get lots of stuff for trading, like RCSs and such, but we actually don't have the room for those, which is a little bit disappointing. But what we do have is the ability to, at the very least, check out their containers, right? Alright, so I actually found this very interesting part of a capital vessel, and the reason I'm specifically pointing this one out, it looks a little bit like this. Now, it has 4 large thrusters. I haven't actually gotten to them yet because I actually wanted to show this. The entrance is through this side. If anybody does actually find this point of interest and wants to loot from it, it has very interesting loot. So the best stuff is, of course, 3 large generators, if you can somehow get them out of here without destroying them, because the core is protected. Now, it is possible for me to get through the core from the other side, but that's going to take a very long time, or I could just use my turrets and destroy the core manually. It has many large thrusters. There's, I believe, 3 on the other side, like 1 here. There might be 1 further down there. I'm not entirely sure. I will check it out in a moment. Oh, apparently you can go from the top here as well. Now, what you can do is actually probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these for alignment. I'm probably going to shoot somewhere around here and breach the core that way, because if I use an explosive inside, it'll destroy the large generators, and I kind of do want them. Like, granted, they're not the most advanced thing to build, but they are expensive as far as I remember, and they don't weigh much, so they're good for trading. Well, all in all, not a bad haul out of that. So it turns out there were 5 large thrusters and 3 large generators, as I said about the 3 large generators. Now, of course, I'm actually kind of running out of room where to store them, so the sooner we get to Polaris space and I can offload these, the better. As you can see, one of these is almost 100,000 on galactic average. We're going to be looking for realistically anything we can get out of them. We don't need them, but this junkyard, so while I was actually perusing around it, while I was scouting the ships, it gave me an idea. So it is possible, I didn't actually check out every single ship, but it is possible that you can come here and actually build a flying vessel just from parts. So there's a lot of generators, there's a lot of engines. I didn't actually find a warp drive. I did find a gravity generator though, and a bunch of RCSs as well, which of course I didn't take because we're kind of running low on room, and that is primarily the reason. Now we are headed towards these 2 over here. They're probably small vessels because small vessels are marked like this, but I do still want to find out. They're very far away. They were like 20 kilometers away from these, so I'm assuming there's going to be something good in them. Alright, we're actually here, and this appears to be mostly destroyed small vessels. There's a little bit of an issue. There is like a dreadnought over there. It looks like the signal is coming from this thing, which we definitely want to check out. Oh, it kind of flashed red there. Hopefully nothing's going to be called to our location. Now, there is another junkyard here to the side as well. I'm just going to quickly scan it to see what's there. If it's mostly small vessels, I'm not even going to bother. But yes, mostly we came here for this. Whatever this is. This is obviously a small vessel. It has a core. That's about it. Okay, so last time I shot at a core, I actually kind of died. It ended up exploding and me dying, so... yeah, it's almost gone. So I kind of want to be further away this time around. I don't really care about anything with the fuel. It's not going to be much fuel as well, though. So, something I forgot to mention is most of the big vessels that I did get, that I did put a core on, Turned out to have around 1,500-ish fuel, roughly on average. Like one of them had like 1,700, the other one had 1,300, something like that. So yeah, on average it was around 1,500 fuel. I did not go to all of them. That is something that I would like to mention. I went only to a couple. Oh, the Exodus! Oh, the memories of rebuilding this ship. They're horrible, but flying the ship was beautiful. I really like the Exodus. This is a ship you can relatively easily rebuild, by the way, unless they've destroyed the point of interest even more, since this is technically considered a point of interest. But yeah, the Exodus is a ship you can just get in and fly, more or less. It's only missing a little bit. It is definitely worth it. Yeah, let's see. I believe mine was missing about the same amount. I could be wrong, though. They could have destroyed a little bit more of it. But yeah, the Exodus has a lot of loot, has a lot of containers. It definitely carries a lot, and it is built really well. I really love this ship. It is just beautiful. I really need to spawn this ship just so I can have it. Like, the properly built one, not mine, which has been rebuilt. Oh, this is lovely. This is lovely. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and the ship actually has a warp core. Yeah, let's not forget about that. This ship has a warp core. I think I hear shots. That's not good. But it does have a lot of missing blocks, for anybody wondering, so. Oh, yeah. That's something... Is that friendly or is that an enemy? Well, it doesn't really matter. I am actually going to take the warp core off the Exodus, but yes. If anybody is starting out and can actually find one of these junkyards and can see an Exodus, this ship is just ready to fly. Granted, it's a little bit destroyed on a couple of sides. If you want to rebuild it 1-to-1, mine wasn't really 1-to-1, but I'd say it was a decent rebuild. It looks good, but you can just patch it up and fly it like so. It's absolutely fine. It'll function. It's missing a couple of things, and that is about it. Anyway, we're going to end things off here. I am just going... I believe it's... Oh, yeah, it's not missing a core because the core is upwards. I will check through all the containers as well. If there's anything interesting, I will mention it next time. For now, though, I've been the Rampant Mystic. I do hope you enjoyed this episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival, and I do hope to see you all in the next one.